I'm joined on Primetime Local News today by Constable Kelsey Davidge, and we're going to be talking about road safety over the holiday season. Kelsey, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's talk about Canada Safe Driving Week. It's an initiative by the RCMP. We have things happening in both Alberta and Saskatchewan. And I want to talk about, first of all, the purpose of this week. Why is it important to highlight a week like this at this time of year?
Yeah, for sure. We do see an increase in impaired driving just kind of across this holiday season with events and Christmas parties and things like that. And impaired driving continues to be a number one priority for RCMP federally across Canada, but especially in Saskatchewan and Alberta, where our residents are. In the first 10 months of 2023, Saskatchewan RCMP found 2,643 drivers who have recently consumed alcohol or drugs on the Saskatchewan roadways. 1,560 of those drivers were charged criminally, while 1,083 drivers received roadside suspensions.
It's crazy to think about those statistics when you hear those numbers when, there's all kinds of things you could be doing to prevent this from happening. So, what are some tips that you can give to people who may be out celebrating, whether it be staff Christmas parties or just visiting friends over the holiday season? What are some of the things people should consider if they're going to be going out and planning on drinking at these events?
Yeah, if you or your guests, say you're having a party, are consuming products that result in an impairment, which would include alcohol or drugs, we always want you to either have a designated driver or a DD, as we have that little acronym, stay at that party or stay at a hotel if it's close by, have a plan or take a cab, use public transit if no safe rides are available. And we always want you to think if you ever have that question in your mind, if I've had too much to drink to drive, we always keep that rule that you should just stay or use those alternative ways to get home.
Now, what happens if you are out and you happen to see what appears to be an impaired driver? What is really the protocol if you see someone, and what are some of the ways that you can determine that somebody may be impaired if you see them driving on the roads?
Yeah, if you see someone who you believe on the roadway is impaired, we always want you to pull over and call 911. And we always ask when speaking with that dispatcher that you provide as much detail as possible. Things that we are looking for would be the make and model of the vehicle, who was driving, the license plate or color of the vehicle also is very helpful. Ways that you can spot someone who's impaired, some things that you may see on the roadway would be lane drifting, going that vehicle going side to side, that driver even going too fast or too slow, that inconsistent speed, not using proper signals with their turnings or brakes, approaching or leaving intersections too slowly or too quickly, or driving without their lights on or high beams on.
And the other thing that's going to be happening throughout this week, and I'm guessing throughout the holiday season, will be check stops and the high visibility stops. So, what is the importance of this from the RCMP perspective to have the high visibility check stops?
Yeah, so again, we're going to be having this the first couple weeks here of December throughout this holiday season. We always want you to, when approaching these truck stops, to slow down and follow the discretion or the directions of the officers on scene. And again, we thank all the drivers for their patience and the community as we keeping our intentions are to keep that roadway safe throughout this holiday season.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Constable Davidge. We really appreciate you speaking with us. And here's hoping everybody has a safe and happy holiday season.
Yes, thank you.